silver flame metallic paint, adrenaline red interior, and almost $8,000 worth of additional options. This is the 2021 Chevrolet Corvette Stingray 2LT here at Maserati Alfa Romeo St. Petersburg in Florida. And we have to check this thing out because you're gonna save a lot of money buying this with that pre-owned sticker. Let's talk about the mileage, options, features, and what you're saving when you get this 2LT for the 2021 model year. What's good, guys? Welcome back to Ron's Rides. Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to another video where we have some American muscle here at the Italian dealership. We're talking about the Corvette, the Stingray, all right, the C8 with this 2LT package and around $8,000 worth of options. Now, of course, this model is pre-owned, so we gotta talk about the miles on the clock. We gotta talk about the options, the sticker breakdown, and what you guys are gonna pay versus what the MSRP was when this was brand new back in 2021. So no further ado, let's spin around this thing, options, features, sticker breakdown, and see what it's all about for this 2021 model year. Now, big shout out to Maserati and Alfa Romeo St. Petersburg here in Florida for letting me take a spin around this Corvette Stingray. Now, if you guys want this model or any other model that they have here in their lineup, make sure you guys check the links down in the description below for their website link. Their phone number is there as well, where you guys can get a hold of them, check out the inventory, give them a call, and get one of these beautiful cars off of this pavement and into your driveway today. So with the convertible top, well, it's hard to really see what's underneath when it comes to the overall mid-engine, right? Because the convertible top kind of covers it up, and then underneath that is a heat shield. So we do have our top right there, but I want to open this up to talk about the power figures, because what we're looking at here is a pushrod 16-valve V8 with an aluminum block and heads and direct fuel injection when it comes to this engine. Now that means 495 horsepower, 470 pound-feet of torque with the 8-speed dual clutch automatic transmission. Now, what does that mean when it comes to performance? Well, 0 to 60, you're looking at 2.8 seconds. 0 to 100 miles per hour, it's going to be 7.2 seconds. And then you're gonna get a top speed of around 184 miles per hour. Let's hear how that sounds. Now, when we mention dimensions of this Stingray, we're looking at an overall wheelbase of 107.2 inches. We have a length at 182.3 inches. We have a width at 76.1 inches, and we have a height at 48.6 inches with an overall curb weight of around 3,647 pounds. So here we are with a silver flare Corvette 2LT, and with this whole setup, the options here just help add that flair, no pun intended, that really takes this to the next level. So I love the paint color. The Florida sun is definitely going to show it off very well. Very aggressive front fascia, as you know, for the C8 and of course the Corvette moniker front and center. Now, with that said, you guys will see this Corvette engraving right here on the front with the metallic finish in gloss black with our camera setup here, functional feed through underneath there as well, as you guys can see with that honeycomb grille in the back, all right, that actually has a feed through, all right, good for aerodynamics. Same with the flares and the inlays here on the side here, done with the same metallic finish, and as you can see, it is a functional feed through there as well. Just very sharp when it comes to this overall setup. LEDs right up top, high beams, low beams for the LED lights. We will have that illuminated so you guys can see all of that very shortly because it looks sick with this whole setup. And you guys can see that this Corvette has actually held up very well when it comes to the front fascia. There's not a lot of wear and tear here. If you guys can see right up close, now I'll kind of step out of the way, get the shadow out of the way. It looks pretty good, right? For a pre-owned model, it was very well taken care of when it comes to the front fascia, which takes most of many impacts when it comes to driving on these low cars. And speaking of low cars, this does have a lift that has been optioned with it as well, so you can raise and lower it. But with that said, what do you guys think when it comes to the overall front fascia of this silver flare Corvette C8? Now, the side profile is showing out as well. I mean, look at that overall silhouette. So the silver flare is there, right? But then we also get things like our 19-inch front and 20-inch rear carbon flash painted aluminum wheels with machine edge, as you guys will see here. 5-spoke design, Corvette moniker right there in the center cap, and we have the red calipers with black script. And of course, we're gonna rock with the Michelins, all right, when it comes to the tires. Now, you will also see with these Pilot Sport All Seasons, we will have a beautiful brake setup there as well. Now, when you come and look over around the side profile, it's just angles upon angles. We get silver flare and a machine gloss black, or sorry, metallic black when it comes to the mirror caps there. You'll also see your side skirt done in the silver flare. You also have the side blade for the Stingray done in that nice metallic black with the functional feed through for cooling, as you guys can see straight through there. All right, we gotta feed that mid-engine. And then we do have our gas cap right here, which we'll talk about that in just a moment. We have that carbon flash painted setup when it comes to the roof and A-pillar here as well. This whole setup looks brilliant on the C8. I love this spec. What do you guys think about the side profile of this 2LT? Now the rear profile is something serious. Your Stingray front and center on the trunk lid. And then of course, the integrated third brake light right there as well. With the beautiful tail lamps we'll have illuminated very shortly for you guys. With the functional feed through breathable here with this mid-engine, with obviously the integrated sensor there as well. We have more integrated sensors when it comes to this black housing on the rear bumper. All right, with that metallic finish, of course. And then we have the mesh grille, honeycomb grille for breathables when it comes to the rear diffuser. Now that's super aggressive looking, but let's talk about these squared off quad exhaust tips that you guys heard with the sport exhaust earlier. Those look absolutely sick. That sounds as good as it looks, I'll definitely say that much. You also have your camera right underneath there above the license plate. You will see up top, we have our breathables here for our engine to help let that get some air extraction with the same setup when it comes to the metallic finish. We do have a camera here because we can use a camera instead of our rear view mirror. So a camera up top right above our back windshield, if you kind of call that a windshield. It's a windshield there, but it's a very small one. But overall, it just looks incredible. It's held up very well with the mileage it has on it today. What do you guys think about the rear profile of this Stingray? And when it comes to front space for the Corvette, it's pretty big. I mean, it's 4 cubic feet, which is a pretty good size for this sports car. Pretty deep down there as well, as you guys can see the whole depth of this. You can probably get around 3 bags down here and fill it up to the top. You also have access to your fluids, like your washer fluid. Also have a plug in here, all right, when it comes to your lighter. And you also have an LED light there as well to help illuminate it all. But yeah, pretty good space on the front of the Corvette. And when it comes to rear cargo space, the front had 4 cubic feet. The rear has 8.6 cubic feet. So you can see there's tons going on back here. I mean, it is deep, it is wide. You have side pockets, you have the LED lights. It is plenty of storage space to make this almost like a daily commuter. I would really say that you could drive this on a daily and have regular storage back here, put groceries back here, put a bag or 2 or 3 up front. I definitely think they did a good job when it came to overall cargo. And when we talk about fuel economy, we're looking at 19, 15, 27. That means 19 combined seating highway, 15 for the city, 27 for the highway, and premium fuel is required for this Corvette C8. Now, really quick, before we get into the overall interior here, let's just drop the top so you guys can see the convertible aspect right off the bat, right? So you do have a button right here where you see your window switches and everything here. This is gonna be for your back glass window where you can lower that and listen to that V8 engine and the performance exhaust, right? All right, but you can drop the top and raise the top with this button right here. So let's show that off. Windows will go down first. Top goes up. And there we are. Now we've lost our roof. So now let's get out and check it out and see what it looks like as a convertible. So of course this is a convertible, right? So we gotta show you guys what it looks like with the top dropped, and it's just as sexy as a coupe. So here we are going over it the whole time. We did it in the coupe format, but now you guys can see it to reveal that beautiful adrenaline red interior. I mean, that looks incredible. What do you guys think? Do you like it better with the top up or the top off? I want to know, because I don't know. The wind in my short hair would definitely appreciate the drop top, as you guys see it here today. The Florida sun just does something to me when you can drop the top and enjoy the performance exhaust and the overall driving experience. So wanted to obviously show off the convertible aspect of this 2LT Stingray. What do you guys think with the top off? Does it look just as good? Now, would you check out this adrenaline red interior? I mean, come on. This looks so good against the silver flare paint. And of course, the Corvette is going to have some buttons for this model year. It is buttoned out. We have obviously those sport carbon bucket seats, looking beautiful, two-tone finish. We have the embossing logo there. We have the perforation, two-tone with the black and red, and you guys can see the carbon fiber there as well. Carbon fiber all throughout, looking absolutely stunning. And these are actually quite comfortable. I'm not doing bad here. This is something I can sit in for hours, so you guys can see it. It looks really good. It's form-fitting, and it holds you in, but it's good when it comes to the overall setup. Now, the door paneling here is going to show off a lot of our spec. All right, soft touches over all the doors, the uppers, the door cards with the red stitching. Big Bose speaker with the seat memory there as well. Red all throughout the center as well with stitching there and done in red. And then obviously that adrenaline red there with your top controls, convertible top, window controls, mirror controls. All right, you have your door release here with your locks here, and you can open your trunk and front right here. Stingray side sill, of course. And then we have our seat controls right here as well. And then you guys can see our carpet with black and red stitching, and then aluminum with the grippies there on the pedals for the dead pedal, brake pedal, and gas pedal. We do have our electric parking brake right here, and we can change the lighting right here on our speedo there too. And then you guys will see our HUD info, everything like that when it comes to our domino lighting. And then you guys can see also, we do have a nice soft touch dash with the leather, the stitching there in red, aluminum trim for the HVAC. Now let's close her up, because it's beautiful not having a roof here, right? Letting in all that natural light. And then you can see we have that squared off steering wheel with the red stitching all throughout, red stripe through up top as well. Now, before we get into the steering wheel controls, let's talk about behind here. We have a power adjust telescopic steering wheel. So moving it forward, moving it inward, going down, going up as well. You also see big paddle shifters mounted to the steering wheel, so you always know where they are. Nice aluminum finish. And then you have your stalks here as well with your light controls and your high beams there, and then your wipers when it comes to your nozzles and everything there. Now, with this whole setup, you guys will see that we have tons of buttons, not just on the steering wheel, but along here as well. So you can see hands-free. We have our heated steering wheel controls. We have our controls right here for our speedo or instrument cluster there. We have radio controls, favorites there as well, cruise control right here. And then, of course, we can press the Z there and we can go into Z mode, and we can see all of our options when it comes to doing that as well. Now, with that said, you will see that we do have the instrument cluster digitally done. I'm not sure how well you'll be able to see that, but it's there. We can change a couple of things when it comes to using the scroller here, as you guys can see. Things like a fuel economy, trip, things like that. We can go to the left-hand side, right-hand side. All right, performance page, audio, maintenance, options, scroll up and down there as well. So we can use all of that with the scroller there too. Now you will also see on top of our dash, really cool look here with the red stitching and like that overall 3D feel where it's layered, looking really cool because it goes up from the door paneling right into the dash, flowing seamlessly right here into the center console as well. It's just a really cool design. They really knocked it out of the park. Now you will also see our start stop button right here on the right hand side tucked away. We have our infotainment screen here as well, which of course it is touch control, so you guys can see I'm using that, but I have a home button here. All right, I have an actual dial here as well. We have all of our apps and settings all throughout here as well, fixed down here with our radio, seat, navigation, everything like that, all on the bottom half as well. And then with that, you have your HVAC vent right here too. And then you have your HVAC controls right here on the center bar. So all of this is HVAC when it comes to your heated and ventilated seats. When it comes to your AC, when it comes to your heating, it is all here. And there's even a little screen here to show up top and below on your dual zone climate controls. Now you will also see this is our gear selector here between drive, all right, neutral, manual mode right here, reverse will bring up our backup camera. All right, P for park. Traction button, we have our suspension here, and we have our front camera. You'll also see mode here, which is really nice because it's a really nice touch here where you just set your hand and do your drive mode selector. All right, so you can do things like your sport mode, track mode. I mean, it's all kinds of things here that you guys will love to change it to depending on how you're driving. Tour mode, my mode, so you got your individual weather mode. It's all here. So you can see it shift right here when it comes to the settings. You can also see it on the instrument cluster as well. All right, so with that said, you also see cup holders here with a nice door to help cover that. We do have an armrest here. Open that up. And we do have our USB 2.0, USB-C, and aux cable with extra storage. Wireless phone charging pad, where my phone is sitting right now and charging, which is really cool, with our speaker system right there as well with Bose. All right, and then when it comes to the passenger side, it is very driver focused, as you guys can see. So the passenger side over here has its own HVAC and aluminum trim with the glove box here as well. All right, glove box button is right there. You guys can see the space right there for the glove box. Look up top. You guys will see your OnStar, SOS, your hazards, your dome lights, stuff like that. We do have our controls here for our garage door and everything like that, with visor and lights right here as well for the driver and passenger side. Don't forget that we do have a rear mirror, so not just that mirror, but a camera, so we can actually see as well. All right, so you can switch between views there too. All right, now you guys probably can't see that well, and whoop, there's an ambulance coming through. So excuse the noise there, guys, but with that said, what is your favorite part about this adrenaline red interior? This looks absolutely stunning. There's nothing else I can say about this. It's just gorgeous. Now let's break down the options of this 2021 Corvette Stingray Convertible 2LT, because we start off with our silver flare metallic paint and adrenaline red interior with a starting price of $74,200. Now after our additional options and our $1,095 destination charge, we're looking at a total price of $83,260. Now that's not what you're gonna pay for St. Pete's price, and I'll tell you guys that price in just a minute. But first we gotta talk about the options here that we have. Front lift with adjustable height, $1,995. The GT2 bucket seats, $1,495. Carbon flash painted nacelles and roof with the convertible top, $1,295. You also have the performance exhaust at $1,195. 19-inch front, 20-inch rear carbon with the flash painted aluminum wheels and machined edge, $995. With the edge red painted brake calipers, $595, and two-tone seats at $395. So with that said, that is your additional options. These are your standard options when it comes to this Stingray, as you guys can see, with performance mechanical, connectivity and technology, interior, exterior, and safety and security. Make sure you guys pause, zoom in, screenshot, do what you guys need to do to see everything that comes on this 2LT. And make sure you guys also check the link in the description for Maserati and Alfa Romeo St. Peter's website, where you guys can see the full sticker breakdown and iPacket as well. Now, let's talk about, well, we'll raise the top first, and then let's talk about what you're gonna pay here and the savings you're gonna have. Now, here at Maserati and Alfa Romeo St. Petersburg in Florida, you will pay only $66,525. That means you save a whopping $16,735 for buying a pre-owned Corvette with 14,943 miles on the clock. That's not a bad deal. That is really good, actually, when it comes to 3 years of savings. So with that said, what do you guys think? Overall price, $66,525 and $16,735 worth of savings. All right, so with the starting price of $83,260 MSRP, but then getting 15,000 miles on the clock to give you a starting price here at St. Petersburg of $66,525, well, you save $16,735 on this 2LT Corvette. Let's talk about it here. What do you guys love about this? The price, the savings, the options, or just this overall Corvette itself and what you guys saw today? Drop those comments down below. Now, if you guys did enjoy the video today, well, make sure you give it a big thumbs up, but also make sure you guys check the links down in the description below for Maserati and Alfa Romeo St. Petersburg's website link, where you guys can check out the inventory, all right, see what else they got out here besides this Corvette, and you can also give them a call, check out that inventory and say, hey, this is what I want, all right, get these off of the lot and out there on the streets today. Now, make sure you guys also subscribe to the channel, but click the notification bell so you don't miss one video, and we will see you guys in the next one. Peace.